Thank you, Chairperson. Minister, your department has become the feeding ground for a small but ferocious group of public employees and their private sector connections that are eating and stripping public and private assets like piranhas. This was already the case when you became Minister, but under your watch has now escalated to a level that makes the horror movie by the same name look like a Sunday school picnic. Minister, onder u toesig het ons die mees bizarre en platante vorme van staatskaping gesien ontvou en dit speel steeds voor ons af soos 'n swak thriller. If we dare to watch this film, we see the usual suspects appearing again and again. The Gupta-linked regiment's capital has, after its lucrative BBBE Capitec shares deal, moved on to nest itself deep within Transnet. With the help of their connected friend Stanley Shane, they were appointed to perform tasks that Transnet could perform themselves. Mr. Shane moved on to become the chairperson of the two struggling Transnet funds, whose pensioners are now in an 80 billion rand court struggle against Transnet for stripping their funds. And lo and behold, quite coincidentally, Regiments is suddenly appointed as the fund manager for the two struggling pension funds and recently removed when they were caught performing a transaction in conflict of interest. Under your watch, Minister, these type of actions are taking place while you know that thousands of black and white Transnet pensioners live in abject poverty, many of them committing suicide due to their dire financial situation. I've begged you to do something for them to no avail, now only to learn that you have allowed the Guptas close to their pension funds, the little that's left. It is a disgrace that you are allowing thousands of your ex-employees to die in poverty on your watch. And I ask you again to do something about this if you have a heart. Regiments has now taken on a new form as Trillion Capital Partners, and boy are these partners now raking in it at Transnet. But the screenplay only gets better as Trillion is now comfortably nested in Eskom with multi-million rand contracts being awarded for who knows what. And of course, the Eskom connection brings us close to a certain individual called Mr. Brian Molefe, the CEO or ex-CEO, now CEO again, or maybe not, of Eskom and part-time Member of Parliament. It's all a little bit confusing. So whatever Mr. Molefe is and does, other than advancing payments to the Geta, we know this. He receives a lot of money from Eskom to hang around, even when he hangs around in Parliament. But he also presided over Transnet when it was discovered that two Transnet pension funds were being plundered and had been plundered over the years. Knowing that those black and white pensioners live in poverty, his only known reaction was to tell those pensioners they do not deserve a better life as they are previously advantaged. And if they are going to march to the union buildings, he will be there waiting for them. Meneer Molefe is baie braaf as dit kom om ou mense te dreig. Wel, ek wil vir meneer Molefe sê, jy kan in jou skroef invlieg, want ons gaan sorg dat jy en almal wat die pensionarisse besteel het, self bankrot verklaar word en in die tronk beland. Die wiel gaan draai. Die Gupta tentakels is oral sigbaar, selfs in VR laser. Minister, the Guptas and their friends are living it up right under your nose. We give you the benefit of the doubt that you are not drinking cocktails with them. If so, now that you know what is happening, please, you must act and clean the system. And you must help the Transnet pensioners. If not, we will know that you are also captured. I thank you.
Thank you very much.